Okay, types of structure, types of beam. Okay, I don't know. Okay, fine. Fine. Chaliye. Can anyone tell me what are the types of structure? How many types of structure we have discussed? We have divided two types. First, चलिए फटाफट. Statically determinate and statically indeterminate. Okay, not simplicity. Please correct it. Statically determinate and statically indeterminate. Okay, now which kind of structure is known as a statically determinate? Simple question, simple answer. क्या कहा था मैंने? Which kind of structure is known as a statically determinate structure? I have discussed very simple manner. If number of equations and number of unknowns are same, that is statically determinate. Yes or no? Yes or no? Please confirm in chat box. Yes, number of unknowns and number of equations are same. That is nothing but your statically determinate. But your number of unknowns are more than number of equations or number of conditions. Such structures are known as statically indeterminate. Okay. Please mute yourself. If it is required, then only ask. Okay, fine. So lecture does not interrupt. Fine, fair enough. Again, we have discussed two types of the beam. One is a simply supported beam, and another is a cantilever beam. Now, tell me, in a simply supported beam, which kind of the supports are there? Write in chat box. Type in chat box. चलो, कोई बोल से नहीं chat box में लिखो बताए. In simply supported beam, which kind of supports are there? Okay, so in simply supported beam, we have a two support. One is a hinge, and another support is a roller one. Is it okay? Is it okay? ये clear है सबको? चलिए, fair enough. Next, it is a one kind of the statically determinate structure. Yes or no? It is a one kind of the statically determinate structure and having a one span only. Second kind of the beam is a cantilever beam. कौन से बीम को आप कैंटिलीवर बीम बोलोगे? बताइए मेरे को चैट बॉक्स में. Which kind of beam is known as a cantilever beam? Type in chat box. What is the supports condition? What are the support condition? Yes. Yes, fair enough. So one end is a fix, and another end is a free. Is it okay? Is it okay? Such kind of beam is known as a cantilever beam. Again, one span, and it is a statically determined structure because we have only three unknowns. On a fixed support. Fair enough. Chale, next kind of beam today we will start. That is a prop cantilever beam. Next kind of beam is a prop cantilever beam. Okay. Next kind of beam is your prop cantilever beam. So for a prop cantilever beam, your one end is a fix. For a prop cantilever beam, your one end is a fix. And another end is a hinge. Or roller. Is it okay? For a prop cantilever beam, your one end is a fix and another end is a hinge or roller. Is it okay? Please confirm me in chat box. Okay, now simple example. किसी को पता है किसको आप prop cantilever beam बोलोगे? Anyone know which kind of beam is known as a prop cantilever beam? Example of the prop cantilever beam. Example of the prop cantilever beam. Okay, now main purpose of this second support, it is for only providing the support, not for a transferring load. Is it okay? Basically, this will be provided as just support. Now, whenever you are entering a bungalow type structure, are you observed any shade or any extension or any chhajja type? Have you observed such kind of the extension or not? Yes or no? Okay, now its basic purpose is what? To provide a aesthetic view only. Yes or no? To provide a aesthetic view only. Yes or no? So in that case, normally we observe a crop ventral beam, your top beam, which is continuous from the structure. Structure માંથી continuously outwards. ઠીક છે? It is connected with a column in your building, and at an entrance you observe some aesthetic kind of the column. Yes or no? It may be a circular, it may be a rectangle, depending on purpose. Yes or no? Yes or no? You can say such an example of the property. Okay, you can say such an example of the property. Now, okay, now let me know what are the number of unknowns for fixed. What are the number of unknowns for fixed? 3. Yes or no? For hinge, 2. So number of unknowns for first case, 5. Number of condition as it is 3. So can I say statically indeterminate structure? It is statically indeterminate structure. Here 3 reaction, here 1 reaction. So your number of unknowns are 4. Number of conditions are 3. So can I say crop cantilever beam is the one kind of the statically indeterminate structure? Is it okay? Please confirm me. Is it okay? Please confirm me. Okay, sure. Next kind of the beam is a fixed beam. Next kind of the beam is the fixed beam. For a fixed beam, your both hands are fixed. Yes or no? For a fixed beam, your both hands are fixed. Yes or no? So this is simple case of the fixed beam. If your both hand of the beams are fixed, such a beam is known as the fixed beam. Is it okay? Is it okay? So now let me know what are the number of unknowns. What are the number of unknowns for a fixed? 3. Again 3. So number of unknowns equals to 6. Number of condition equals to 3. So again it is a statically indeterminate. Is it okay? Is it okay? So any beam which is placed on a 2 column, any beam which is placed on a 2 column, we can treat if I am considering that portion only. Keep in mind, suppose we are considering any building having a such kind of the plan view, just like just kind of this. So we have a number of columns here, number of columns here, number of columns here. Yes or no? Columns તમને અહીંયા જોવા મળશે. Depending, મેં rough sketch draw કરે છે, કોઈ exact sketch draw નથી કર્યો. Yes or no? Yes or no? So suppose અમારે એને schematically draw કરવું હોય તો મને આવું દેખાશે. This is your number of column, number of column, number of column, number of column, and this is your beam. Yes or no? Please confirm me. સામેથી દેખીશ તો મને આવું દેખાશે. સામેથી દેખીશ તો મને આવું દેખાશે. If there is a set of the columns and there is a beam lies over a column, you will get structure like this. Yes or no? So now if I am considering only this portion, keep in mind હું ખાલી આટલો portion separately consider કરું છું. In that case you can say this beam as a fixed beam. Is it okay? Please confirm me. Because your beam is rested over a column. Your beam is rested over a column. Picture, right? Next kind of the beam is a continuous beam. Next beam is a continuous beam. For a continuous beam, you have more than one span. एक span करता વધારે member હશે. एक more than one span or more than one member. Is it okay? You have more than one span or more than one member. Is it okay? Is it okay? Please confirm me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now simple example of the continuous beam. Before starting this, suppose I am viewing any building in an elevation point of view, any multi-story building or any flat structure, okay, apartment structure. We will visualize like this, yes or no? Number of stories, number of columns, yes or no? Suppose I am considering this portion, ये पूरा portion मैं consider करूँ. Okay, so I can represent that portion just like this. This support is nothing but your column. This support is nothing but your column. Is it okay? Is it clear or not? Please confirm it. Okay, થોડું વિઝ્યુલાઇઝ કરવું પડશે. હજુ વધારે આઈડિયા, હજુ વધારે અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ લેવું હોય તો જસ્ટ થિંક ધેટ યુ આર સપોઝ કોઈ ઓડિટોરિયમ સ્ટ્રક્ચરમાં તમે ઊભા છો એવું વિચારી લો. ઓડિટોરિયમ સ્ટ્રક્ચર, બરાબર, અને એમાં તમે સામેથી જોશો તમને સેટ ઓફ કોલમ આ રીતે દેખાશે, નંબર ઓફ કોલમ્સ દેખાશે, પણ વચ્ચે કોઈ ફિલિંગ નહીં કર્યું હોય, બ્રિક ઇનફિલ કે કશું નહીં હોય. યસ ઓર નો? બ્રિક ઇનફિલ કે કશું નહીં હોય, બટ એના ઉપર કોલમ પાસ થતા હશે. મે રાઈટ? Rare case માં જોવા મળશે, પણ you have to think this, observe this. Okay, this is nothing but case of the continuous beam. So in that case, more than two support, again બે થી વધારે support હશે અને એક થી વધારે span હશે. So again, we can represent such a structure like this also. Depending on requirement, we will provide a support. It is not necessary to provide both support fixed at end. It is depend. It is depend. It is clear? So again, can I say it is a statically indeterminate structure? Yes or no? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo, carry. So now we have discussed number of the beams. First is the simply supported beam, cantilever beam, prop cantilever beam, fixed beam, and next one is the continuous beam. Now last type of the beam, that is the overhanging beam, that is your part of the syllabus. So we have learned only three beams in your syllabus. One is the simply supported beam, another is the cantilever beam, and last one that is the overhanging beam. Picture. Okay, overhanging beam. So in case of the overhanging beam, there is some expansion after support. Yes or no? There is some expansion after support. Such kind of the beam is known as an overhanging beam. Picture. It may be a possible expansion on both end or expansion on one end. Okay, in your book you will heard word like one side overhang, two side overhang. એવા કોઈ word નથી. You can say expansion is provided on only one side, and you can say expansion provided only on a both side. Okay, so we can say both kind of the structure as a overhanging. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? You can also say this beam also as a overhanging beam because it is a overhanging structure, but it is a case of the statically indeterminate. That's why it is not covered in this semester. You can also say continuous overhanging beam. This is a continuous beam, but overhang at this portion. Yes or no?
Yes.
Please confirm in chat box. Please interact, students.
Yes, yes.
Chat box માં જવાબ આપતા રહો. ઠીક છે, ચલો, fair enough. Now What is the purpose to provide overhanging beam? Can anyone tell me? What is the purpose to provide overhanging beam? Anyone know? What is the reason? Can anyone tell me? ખ્યાલ છે કોઈને? Now, overhanging beam, it may be sometime provided overhanging column. Okay, now, just think that suppose one building is constructed today, okay, and it is required expand in future. Yes or no? It may be possible. Yes or no? For an example, we have constructed factory kind of the structure, okay, and it will be required expand in the future. Yes or no? Expansion કરવાની જરૂર પડે કે ના પડે? So in that case, what we will do, we'll provide some extension. Now just think that suppose there is a a bungalow kind structure having a initially G+1, okay, G+1, but in future it is required to extend second floor also. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now ઘણી બધી વાત તમે એવું વિઝ્યુઅલાઇઝ કર્યું છે, ટેરેસ ઉપર કોલમ એક્સપાન્ડ કરેલા હશે અને એની ઉપર પ્લાસ્ટર કર્યું હશે. યસ ઓર નો? સ્મોલ પેડેસ્ટલ જેવું બનાવી દીધું હશે. યસ ઓર નો? So now just think that suppose એ પ્રકારનું એક્સપાન્શન પ્રોવાઈડ નહીં કર્યું હોય અને મારે ફ્યુચરમાં એક્સપાન્શન કરવું હશે, so is it feasible to disturb actual column? Actually તમારો કોલમ જ છે, કોલમને એક્સપાન્ડ કરેલો છે. Now we are learning the beam, but I am explaining same concept by column. Is it feasible to damage that column? Existing column ને ડેમેજ કરી શકાશે? Please confirm me. Existing column ને ડેમેજ કરાય? ના કરાય. ઓકે, તમે ઘણી બધી વાર સાઇટ પર ગયા હશો. So that's the reason we will provide a expansion provide કરેલું હશે તો એમાં તમારા reinforcement પણ આવતા હશે. કઈ રીતે reinforcement હોય છે એ અત્યારે સમજવાની જરૂર નથી, પણ તમને રફ આઈડિયા આપી દઉં છું. સપોઝ તમે જો સાઇટ પર ગયા હશો, સાઇટ પર જાઓ કાં તો તમારા હાથમાં કોઈ ડ્રોઈંગ આવે, તમને આવું એક રિપ્રેઝન્ટેશન જોવા મળશે. This is your continuous kind of the beam. ના, third. This is your continuous beam. This all are the columns. ઠીક છે, બધા જ તમારા કોલમ છે. It is the simple representation of the column. So in that case, you have visualized such kind of the reinforcing pattern. Your reinforcement is bent in a column. Yes or no? Your reinforcement is bent in a column. Yes or no? Okay, જોયેલું છે આ રીતના સળિયા પ્રોવાઈડ કર્યા હશે. May I write? Depending on requirement. What's the rough diagram? Yes or no? Please confirm me, students. So just tell me, your all reinforcement are coming in a column. Just think like that. Suppose I am not providing any expansion. मैं कोई प्रकारનું expansion provide નથી કરું, શું કરવું પડશે? We need to damage our existing beam, or we need to open our existing beam or column. Yes or no? Either if it is required to expand in x direction or x direction, that means horizontally. In that case, we need to open our existing beam. Now tell me, is it feasible to disturb such an existing beam? Feasible રહેશે? That is not a feasible. Okay, that's the reason we will provide an overhang. In that case, some of the reinforcement are left after the beam. Now एक simple असो विचारो, suppose कोई continuous beam છે, मैं reinforcement बार खुदा મૂકી દીધા છે, બરાબર, expand કરીને મૂકી દીધા છે, but એમાં કોઈ પ્રકારનું concreting નહીં કરું, શું થશે? Either that reinforcement will corrode. Yes or no? એ reinforcement નું corrosion થઈ જશે. Yes or no? So to prevent such kind of the corrosion, and it will be ultimately help the structure to expand in a future, either in a plan view or in an elevation view. It is depending on requirement. That's the reason we are providing overhanging beam. Is it clear or not? Please confirm. Is it clear or not? Please confirm. Concept behind overhang beam is clear or not? Please confirm it. I hope types of beam clear and concept behind why determinate, that is clear to all. Now next is a very important concept, moment. Now I am not discussing any definition of moment today. I am discussing only concept of moment today. Okay, so simple equation for moment, simple representation of moment, symbolic representation is m. Moment equals to force multiplied by perpendicular distance. Is it clear? Moment equals to force multiplied by perpendicular distance. Is it clear? Is it clear? पूरा concentration यहाँ पे चाहिए मेरे को, because it is the heart of the this particular chapter. Okay, આજનો લેક્ચર ખબર પડી ગઈ તો ચેપ્ટર 80% તમને આવડી ગયું છે એવું સમજી લો. This concept is clear. Only moment equal to force into perpendicular distance. Please confirm me. Okay, moment equal to force into perpendicular distance. Concept is clear. Okay, fair enough. Let me understand the concept of the moment. Let me understand the concept of the moment. I am drawing rough sketch. I am drawing rough sketch. Okay. I am considering three different points. I am considering three different points. Okay. Distance from point A to point O, that is the small a. Distance from point B to point O, that is the small b. Now, load acting on a different point R. Loads acting on a different point R, on a point B, P1 force, P2 force. On a point O, P3 force, P4 force. And on a point A, there is a P5 force and P6 force. Is it clear? Is it clear? Please confirm me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Just like this. Now, my main intent to calculate moment about point O. My main intent to calculate moment about which point? મારા બધા જ કોર્સ મોમેન્ટ પોઈન્ટ O આગળ લાવી છે. Okay, our main intent to calculate moment about point O. Now, type in chat box. There are 30 students in a group. I want answer from each and every student. Don't worry, your chat is visible to only me. બીજા કોઈ જોઈ નહીં શકે. ઠીક છે, ફોટો તો ફોટો આન્સર આપશો. First of all, type in chat box to calculate moment. To calculate moment, which kind of distance is necessary? To calculate moment, which kind of distance is necessary? Mandatory distance કયું છે? Just see the equation and give me answer. To calculate moment, which kind of distance is required? Chaliye, fast. We have 15 minutes and we need to complete this concept in within a 15 minutes. Huh? I want answer from all the 30 students. Please give me answer. My question is that which kind of distance, not a distance between point. Simple question, simple answer. Answer is in front of you. Simple question, simple answer चाहिए. Don't make it complicated. First, I got only 4 answers. Please give me more answers. You have a simple equation, moment equal to force into perpendicular distance. Now tell me which kind of distance is required. I want more answers. Please fast. Only 7 or 8 answers are there only. Please interact. Docs, શું થયું? અનિરુદ્ધ, દીક્ષિત, કૌશલ, નિશિત, દેવ, રેગ્યુલર સ્ટુડન્ટ કોઈ આન્સર કેમ નથી આપતા? Are you getting my question or not? Question માં કોને ખબર ના પડી? Type in chat box. I don't want distance between point. I want a which kind of distance. Simple question है. ना समझाए. Okay. My question is that to calculate moment, which kind of distance is required? I have mentioned an equation here. Simple equation લખ્યું છે એમાંથી એમાં કયા પ્રકારનું distance mention કર્યું છે કોમન. ચલો આન્સર આપી દીધો. I have give you all of you give answer. કયા પ્રકારનું distance એમાં મેં mention કર્યું છે?
perpendicular distance.
લખો ચેટ બોક્સ માં લખો. મારે સાંભળો નથી આન્સર. ચેટ બોક્સ માં લખવાનું. કોઈ બોલો નહીં તો પછી રાઇટ્સ તમારા હું ક્લોઝ કરી દઈશ. I want answer in chat box only. Because don't interrupt other students. Okay, there are not only 32. I am not conducting this lecture for 2 or 3 students. I am conducting this lecture for 30 students. Okay, and it is clear for all 30 students. Now, all of you are getting your distance will be a perpendicular. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it clear? To calculate moment, we need a perpendicular distance from the definition or from the equation. I don't have discussed definition. Don't worry. But from equation we need a perpendicular distance. Now इसका perpendicular distance force का, you must have a perpendicular distance for force. So can I say that to calculate moment we need a first of all force? Yes or no? Moment calculate करने के लिए first of all force चाहिए, and for that force we must have a perpendicular distance. Distance force का होगा. Yes or no? Please confirm me. Please confirm me. Is it clear? Concept clear છે? To calculate moment, we need a force and we need a perpendicular distance. Now, this perpendicular distance for a particular force, अलग-अलग force માટે अलग-अलग perpendicular distance available હશે. I don't want answer. Just day. I don't want answer. ઠીક છે? ફાઇન. અહીંયા સુધી કોઈ ડાઉટ છે? અહીંયા સુધી કોઈ ડાઉટ છે? અહીંયા સુધી કોઈ ડાઉટ છે? ચલો now I want to take a moment about point O. મારા બધા જ ફોર્સ ની મોમેન્ટ point O આગળ લાવી છે. So our concentration point of concentration, that is a point O. So MO, that is nothing but simple representation to write a moment. Is it clear? MO, that is nothing but simple representation to write a moment. Is it clear? M is the moment and O is the point where moment is to be taken. That's it. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. Now, just shift to the point A. Which forces are there? Type in chat box. So, point A agar kaya force lage che? Type in chat box. Point A agar kaya force lage che? Type in chat box. Fast. Chalo. We have only 10 minutes. જેટલા ફોર્સ લાગે બધા ફોર્સ લખો, ભલે મોમેન્ટ આવે કે ના આવે. નથી આવતું તો આપણે એ પણ ડિસાઈડ કરશું. ડોન્ટ. We have how many force or how much force at point A? Point A આગળ કયા force છે? Type in chat box. This is your point A. Point A આગળ કયા force લાગે છે? Just tell me. Yes, 2 force. I don't want tension compression. I want a name of the force. Okay, tension compression छोड़ दो. So we have a 2 force at point A, P5 and P6. Yes or no? Is it clear? Now, what is the distance between point A and point O? चलो, point A and point O વચ્ચેનું distance કેટલું છે? Just tell me. Okay, I hope all of you are clear that distance is a small a. Distance between point A and point B is nothing but small a. I hope it is clear. Now tell me This distance is in which direction, x or y? This distance is in which direction, x or y? Tell me. I want answer from all students. Make this topic as simple as possible. Okay, is it clear? This distance is available in x direction. So now to calculate moment, which kind of distance is required? Chalo, vicharo. To calculate moment, which kind of the distance is required? Yes, x distance is clear. Now question is that to calculate moment, which kind of distance is required? Again, repeat question first. This is, you people don't, why distance ક્યાંથી આવી ગયું? We require a perpendicular distance, yes or no? Now we have a distance available in x direction, yes or no? We have a distance available in x direction. Is it clear? Now just think, if you have a distance available in x direction, it will become perpendicular for which direction force? You have a distance available in x direction, it will become perpendicular for which kind of force? Which direction force? કઈ direction ના force માટે perpendicular હશે? Yes, Spirit, you are right. Yeah, you are right. Yes, you are right. You have a distance available in x direction, so can I say that this distance will become perpendicular for all the forces acting in y direction? Yes or no? Y direction ના બધા force માટે perpendicular હશે એવું કહી શકાય? Just concentrate point A. चलो point A આગળ બે force છે P1, P6 and P5. Just tell me, P6 is acting in which direction? P6 is acting in which direction? This is P6, this is P5. I don't talking about point B. Okay, so your P6 force, P6 force is acting in x direction. Now tell me why direction? Fix it. P6 force, ये वाला force बोल रहा हूँ. P6 force, it is acting in x direction. Now tell me, no problem. Now tell me, this force can able to create a moment at point O from this geometry. આ geometry પરથી P6 force point O પર કોઈ moment create કરશે કે નહીં? Yes or no? આટલું બધું explanation કર્યું, એ બાતલ ના જવું જોઈએ, because I want answer from you. I hope all of you are clear why I have explained this particular concept to all of you in depth. Dixit, please rethink. Your force is in which direction and distance is in which direction, and then give me answer. P6 force is acting in which direction? Just think that P6 force is acting in x direction. At which point? At point A. We require to take a moment at point O. What is the distance between point A and point O? That is the A. Now tell me, P6 force can able to create a moment at point O? Just tell. Because this A distance is perpendicular or parallel for P6. Just think that A distance છે એ P6 force માટે perpendicular છે કે parallel છે? પહેલા એ વિચાર. Simple question, simple answer. For this P6 force, A distance is parallel or perpendicular? I want more answer. Dixit, please give me answer. તારા માટે રિપીટ કર્યું છે કેમ કે તે રોંગ આન્સર આપ્યો છે. વિચાર, P6 force કઈ ડાયરેક્શન માં લાગે છે? x. A distance કઈ ડાયરેક્શન માં છે? x. So now this distance become parallel. Now tell me, as per definition, whether P6 force capable to create moment? હવે કે moment આવશે? Because to create a moment we require a perpendicular distance. Is it clear or not? Please confirm. Now it is clear. Don't worry, આ exercise example માં કરવાની જરૂર નહીં પડે, પણ એક exercise માં ખબર પડી જશે તો કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ જરૂર નહીં પડે. Now, so P6 force not able to create any moment. Now just think for P5. P5 force is acting in which direction? P5 force is acting in which direction? y distance from point A to point O, that is A in available in x direction. So can I say that this P5 force can able to create a moment? Yes or no? P5 into A. Is it clear or not? I am not discussing, I am right now not discussing any direction. We will discuss later on. Don't worry. I have write only a value. Is it clear or not? Please confirm me. Now let's shift to point O. Write in chat box number of forces at point O and which forces are acting on point O. Kaya force લાગે છે લોકો point O પર? Point O પર કયા force લાગે છે? Just tell me. Now tell me, this P3 and P4 force are capable to create moment at point O? Yes or no? P3 and P4 ના કારણે point O પર કોઈ moment આવશે? Just think this equation and give me answer. Yes, please think and give me answer. Double, please think and give me answer. Simple question છે, simple answer આપવાનો છે. P3 P4 force acting at point O, and from this equation please think and give me answer. Dixit, please rethink. Keval, please rethink. Kuldeep, please. જેટલા પણ યસ વાળા છે એ વિચારો. જેટલા પણ યસ વાળા છે, જેટલા પણ એવું કહે છે કે ભાઈ એક ફોર્સ ના કારણે મોમેન્ટ આવશે, બધા વિચારો. મોમેન્ટ નહીં આવે. To calculate moment, we need a distance, yes or no? To calculate moment, we need a distance, yes or no? Perpendicular distance પહેલા સાઈડમાં મૂકી દો. Now tell me what is the distance for P3 and P4 force for point O. Now tell me what is the distance for P3 and P4 force for point O. And now tell me P3 P4 are capable to create moment or not? Why A? I am taking a point O and I am taking up forces at point O only. P3 P4 point O પર જ લાગે છે. એનો ડિસ્ટન્સ કેટલું હશે point O માટે? 0 હશે એવું કહી શકાય ને? Your distance is by self 0 કેમ કે એક પોઈન્ટ આગળ લોડ લાગે છે. Yes or no? So now tell me P3 P4 ના કારણે કોઈ મોમેન્ટ આવશે? I hope all of you are clear. Clear? Fair enough. So P3 and P4 both force are not able to create any moment. Keep in mind. ભૂખી નથી મારવાનું. જે પોઈન્ટ આગળ મોમેન્ટ લઈએ છીએ એ પોઈન્ટ પરના ફોર્સના કારણે ક્યારેય મોમેન્ટ નહીં આવે. સિમ્પલ કન્ક્લુઝન. Now let me shift to point B. Type in chat box name of the forces. And from explanation of point A, please give me answer in chat box. Which force are not able to create moment? કયો force moment create નહીં કરે એનો પણ answer મને આપો. ચલો. From explanation of point A, please give answer. Which force not able to create moment at point O? Yes, you are right. Sure. You are right. P6 force ક્યાંથી આવી ગયો? Okay, P6 force not create moment, no problem. We are considering only point B, so we need to consider only point B. That's it. Point B પર કયો force moment create નહીં કરે? Only point P2, yes or no? P2 is not able to create moment because we have a distance from point B to point O. That is nothing but point B to point O. Distance is available. That is a small b. That is available in x direction. Yes or no? That is available in x direction. So again, for a x direction distance, only y direction force will able to create moment. Yes or no? Is it clear? Only y direction force create moment. In y direction, we have a P1 force. What is the distance from point B to point O? That is a B given in data. So I can write like this: P1 into B. Yes or no? Is it clear? मैं यहाँ बहुत बड़ा force आप्या है. Only two force are able to create moment. Only two force are able to create moment. I am changing the color and tick like arrow, break arrow to create. Is it clear? This explanation is clear to all of you. Please confirm me. ભૂખી નથી મારવાનું. Explanation now. આવા પ્રકારનું કોઈ explanation exam માં પૂછવાનું પણ નથી. But in numerical problem, it is must required. Okay, now next direction of the moment. Next direction of the moment. Moment ni direction. Basically we have a two direction. One is a clockwise, another is anti-clockwise. Right? Is it clear? One is a clockwise and another is anti-clockwise. Clockwise that means તમે clock લઈ લો, clock ની જે direction છે આપણે clockwise કહીશું. May right? This direction. Clock લઈ લો, clock ની જે opposite direction છે, clock ની જે opposite direction છે એને આપણે કહીશું anti-clockwise. Is it clear? Please confirm me. Is it clear? એરો માં ખબર પડી ગઈ? This is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. Fair enough. Now my question is that how to decide direction of moment. To decide direction of moment, what we will do, we will extend force given in whatever direction. જે force moment create કરશે એ force ને જે તે direction માં extend કરીશું. P5 force કઈ direction માં આપ્યો છે? Just tell me. P5 force કઈ direction માં છે? Y. Yes, Y, but with direction upward or downward? Y plus, yes, Y, negative Y, positive Y भूली जाओ, upward. Okay, it is given in upper direction. So just extend this force in upper direction. Imaginary extend करो. Now I am interested to take a moment at which point? આપણે કયા point આગળ moment લેવી છે? Just tell me. કયા point આગળ moment લેવાની છે? Point O. Okay, point O. So now just rotate this arrow about point O. I don't know point O अगर rotate करो, चलो मैंने को कई direction आई? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise is positive. Okay, that's why it is a positive one. Clear? Direction कई तो नक्की करी खबर पड़ी गई? Yes or no? Similarly, P1 force છે એ પણ upper direction માં છે. Imaginary ઉપર extend કરું છું. O point अगर rotate करीश, just tell me which direction.
Anti-clockwise.
Type in chat box. Chat box में લખવામાં શું તકલીફ છે? It is anti-clockwise direction, yes or no? Anti-clockwise direction moment we will treat it as a negative one. That's why negative. Is it clear? Is it clear how to decide direction? Now main question is that now the regular student no koi problem નથી because they students are learning this concept first time. But question arise in a majority due to the students in mind, yes or no? Why both upper direction force having a different moment? Yes or no? Yes or no? Diploma level આપણે એવું યાદ રાખી લીધું કે ભાઈ upward force ની moment anti clockwise લેશું, downward force ની moment clockwise લેશું, એવું કંઈક યાદ રાખી લીધું ને તમે? Yes or no? ના રાખ્યું તો વધારે સારું છે, પણ જો તમે ડિપ્લોમા લેવલે એવું કંઈક યાદ રાખી લીધું હોય કે ભાઈ upward force ની moment anti clockwise આવશે ને downward force ની moment clockwise આવશે, ના રાખ્યું તો well and good છે. It is well good. And downward force ની moment clockwise આવશે એવું યાદ રાખી લીધેલું. So now just think that આ બંને force ની direction same જ છે, upward જ છે, but both force create a different direction moment. So keep in mind, depending on point at which you are taking a moment, your direction will be a change. Now onward, you will not remember like that. Upward force will create a clockwise moment and downward force will create an anti-clockwise moment. That's it. You have to decide direction of moment. Yes or no? We have to decide direction of moment. Yes or no? Okay. So any question from today's lecture? Any question from today's lecture? So I hope it is clear to all of you. I hope it is clear to all of you. And it is a most important topic of this particular chapter. If you are able to understand this, definitely telling you this chapter is 50% clear. Complete થઈ ગયું છે, 50% complete છે. Just a minute, I am taking your attendance. હું કહું પછી રિમૂવ કરજો. I will provide recording today, don't worry. That's it for today. Any question from your side? If you wish take a snapshot, don't worry, I am providing this in PDF form also. If you want to take a snapshot of this particular slide, you can take a snapshot. Don't worry, I am also providing this slide as a PDF. Is it clear? Is it clear? Please confirm me. Okay, that's it for today. And we will meet in the next week. So now for student who's today's first lecture or second lecture, please go through recording and please join Google Classroom and fill a Google form. I am definitely sharing to all of you previous lectures. Okay, and we will meet in the next week. So all of you having just sufficient time to go through recording. So please must watch a recording at least module number 2. Module number 2 ના recording to at least જોઈ લેજો. બરાબર. મોડ્યુલ નંબર 1 મેં અહીંયા સ્ટોપ કરેલું છે. મોડ્યુલ નંબર 1 હજુ હાફ બાકી છે. ડોન્ટ વરી, બટ it is a very important topic. That's the reason I have starting this particular chapter. Okay, so that's it for today. We will meet again in next week. Have a good day. Have a weekend.